everyone, and welcome to Creative Block. I'm your host, Emily. It's great to see y'all here. I see that the chats are going already. I love that folks can jump into the chats in both Twitch and YouTube a little bit before the show. So it's great. Wow, how long has it been going for? Oh, awesome. A lot of good stuff going on. Okay, so yeah, we've got Stony Man. Ashley is here. Got Raina and Christina. I think that's all we got so far. At least those that are active in chat. Alexis was in the Twitch chat, but she's over there and in YouTube. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. So for those of you that have not joined us in the past, I know there's at least one. This is my new creative stream. We used to do a show on here called Builder's Block where we did various builds. If you'll notice in the background, the longtime followers of the show, there used to be a friend sitting right here on the side table there. Ellie is still put away in the box. I need to get her out, but she is my droid. That was what I used to work on that show, on Builder's Block. Painting, custom painting, designing, and weathering and aging droids. And now we've just sort of opened it up. It's Creative Block, so it's just creative things. I don't have a secondary camera set up today because we're not going to be using the camera. We're going digital today. But for the first 2 episodes of the show, I've done a couple drawings. Sorry for the lack of focus, but the unicorn was episode 1. The wolf with the moon is episode number 2. Episode 3, was it front or back? It's back. There we go. Drawing a tattoo for my good friend Katie. This phoenix here, she has a very unique scar on the side of her knee that follows this sort of curve shape of the body there. Very challenging pose. Tough to find examples of things, of birds in that position, but we were able to come up with what I think is a really nice looking position and pose for this bird, which is cool. And if you know me, if you know the logo for the transgender show, you know I'm a fan of drawing a phoenix and creating artwork around that. So it was a great little project. Started out, it was supposed to be a dragon, and then she changed her mind to a phoenix. So I'm like, either way, I love this. My hair looks like trash, but otherwise I think we're good to go. Let's pull over to this screen now, which should be F2. Correct. There we go. And what we're doing this episode is we're going to be digitizing this. So we're taking this, which I have just skewed and fixed the proportions of. That's why I've got the blue lines at the bottom. I was distorting it to fit so it's pretty square. I think it looks pretty good. And then yeah, we're just gonna trace it out here in Affinity Designer. I hope that's as fun and exciting as watching me draw. I can't imagine it will be, but we'll see how this goes. And if y'all hate it, you can let me know and we will never do one of these again. We'll just go back to the drawing by hand in pen or pencil, and we'll stick to that. But we're just moving this project along, and I thought this would be a fun thing to do on the show today. So I have not saved this out yet. Let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, it's big. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. We don't need that file size, but it's all right. The second sketch, yes, it already exists, but it's because it was bad. There we go. And yeah, now we can take that over into Designer. Let's first change the aspect ratio. It's the right size, I think, but we're going to make it vertical, which you do by hitting that. There we go. God, I don't know. My monitor must be tweaked or something because that does not look like the same. When it's vertical, it looks so much taller and skinnier than the proportions just seem totally off to me. It's fine. Whatever. Just little optical delusion here. All right, let's go ahead and place our Phoenix in and start tracing. I forget what we did of the monkey and the mermaid. I think I just showed it on the screen last time we were drawing. I'm just jumping right in here, aren't I? I'm a girl with a mission, and I want to get this done as much as possible. But I haven't checked in with anybody. How are y'all doing? It's 7:30 a.m. in the Northern Territory. Just getting up, getting the day started. Oof. I do not miss that 7-hour difference, I will tell you. Stony Man's in the UK at 11 p.m. And then I think everybody else here is Pacific. So yeah. What's everybody doing today? What's going on in your days? It's a beautiful day here. I just got back from therapy. Very fun. I came home from Australia and was hoping to dive right back into therapy. I had reached out to my therapist before I left the country to come back here, and was like, hey, I am coming back. Can we get started on therapy again? Took a little bit to get a response. Turns out her docket is completely full, so that's not an option. So I had to sign up with somebody else. This is a guy and and a child. He is, I think he's older than my kids, but not by much. He does have 2 masters though, so seems like a smart kid, but oh my god, such a child. So he's a cis guy and a child. Didn't get to ask anything about his background, if he's part of the family, if he's LGBT or not, but we'll see. This will be interesting. I would have preferred a female, and definitely somebody, I mean, optimally, obviously, would be someone trans, but we take what we can get, and I just definitely wanted to get back into therapy as soon as possible. Got some things to work through, and of course, just the general life stuff. Why do I keep looking over here? What am I looking for? What was I supposed to be looking at? I don't know. I just keep looking at my calendar going like, what was I going to read over there? And I don't remember. Yeah, very, very scatterbrained today, but, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I wanted to get back in and get talking to somebody, get working through a couple of these things. And then, you know, you never know. It can be a fit. It can not be a fit. We'll see. And, we'll just try it out. So we had our intake session today where I got to kind of just word vomit a couple of some of the old history stuff, random things that I've done and been through, yada yada. And I'm excited for next week's session where we actually get into a real session. So I will have to let you know how that goes. So far, so good. We'll see. Should we get to work here? So many things to do and have no energy. I have fair energy. I have so many things to do, and I have been utterly and completely distracted by someone today, and it's been nice. I'll just say it's been nice. Got to keep things vague right now, but also had a good meeting. Working on some new show things coming up. Even that's a little more of a spoiler than I should be giving, because we don't have anything set yet anywhere around. But yeah, there's some good things coming, so I'm very excited. Oh, where do I want this to go? No, I want this to go this way. We want this to be one piece here. Really liking this Phoenix head. I think it's gonna be kind of dope. Oh, where do I want this curve? Here. We're gonna have to move a lot of these, so I shouldn't be too precious with this. Should just get moving. We'll get them set. It won't be great, and then we'll fix it in post. I really don't like that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just there'll be time to be anal later, Emily. Just go at it. Emily's brain is Swiss cheese. Emily's life is Swiss cheese. Holy Jesus. I don't even know what that means, but yeah. When it comes to managing a calendar and focusing on things, my brain very, very much is Swiss cheese a lot of the time. Ah. Like I said, I feel like I have a bit of an excuse today, but we'll see. The thing that I needed to do, well, I needed to go to therapy too. That was very important. But the thing I needed to do today, above all else, was get the Trans Day of Remembrance sponsorship document sent out today. Like this is one of those days where it's like, Emily, you had one job, and did not get that done yet. Big thanks to Stony Man. I want to do a specific shout out for making today's show possible. What do I mean by that? I mean, going back to being bad at a calendar, somehow we got the show prepped. We got it in Restream. It was all scheduled and everything was great. And somehow it didn't make it onto my calendars. And so I was just reading a message from Stony Man talking about being excited about the show today. And I'm like, oh crap, I have a show today? Ah, jeez. But one of the cool things, I don't know if you really noticed, but the earlier scene I had on, the schedule for our upcoming shows is finally pretty well updated and pretty accurate. Another sort of calendar type of thing that I'm not great at upkeep on, but we will see. We'll see if we can keep that going. I'm heading over to the Servo post office. I don't know what is the Servo? And picking up a couple UV flashlights I ordered. I'm working on my list of protection visa evidence. Oh, shiza. I didn't know. Ooh. I didn't know you were going for a protection visa. Oh, crap. You'll have to let me. I mean, if you're comfortable sharing that in the audience, in the chat here, please let us know what that is. Otherwise, DM me. I'm curious as hell what that is. My only way in was going to be the marriage visa, and it just didn't go to plan. Just didn't go to plan. Let's just say that. I'm trying not to take a moment here, but I might need to take a moment in a second. We'll see. I'm okay. We'll be okay. So I've seen some of your exploits, some of the things that you're doing over there. Alexis, what how have you liked it? I mean, I know you finally got to see your girlfriend, and that must have been amazing, but generally, how are things going over there for you? This is the perfect exercise for me to do right now. I am kind of brainless at the moment. There is a lot of Swiss cheese happening. And so the fact that I'm just tracing is more than I realize the perfect activity for me today. My brain is just occupied in so many other ways. Oh, God damn it to hell. Cool. All right. That is not the line I was supposed to be on, but it's fine. We'll fix this. We'll go back and do it again. Let's copy and paste that. And we're going to have to let's hide the first one. Let's lock this and make sure it doesn't get messed with. Let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so on this one, this is going to be our inner wing. So we're going to delete everything else. Not everything else. We'll use that because we have a couple points here that are actually beneficial for us that we will use. I think... Oh, see, it's so hard to figure out with the layering on this, what the best way to do this is. Because if I put an outline around this, then there's going to be a seam here. We don't want a seam there. There are a couple ways we could do that. I think eventually we'll come back and split all of this up. But for now, we're just going to leave this as a shape, as is. We're going to delete that point. We'll delete... no, we can't delete that point, can we? And then we'll join these 2 points. Perfect. Can we get rid of this one now, or does that screw everything up? That mess our curve up? Yeah. That's fine. We can redo it. Beauty. Okay. Now what we were supposed to be doing, and this is the part where I struggle. I forget how to make this work right. It's always a kind of a B word. $866 permanent protection visa. It's a lot. My lawyer says I have the best chance of anyone they've ever seen to be the first American to ever get one. Wow. Oh, I deleted too many points. Damn it. Ah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm starting to see how this needs to come together. I'm gonna have to redraw this line a little bit, but it's fine. I think that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Let me turn on my purple light. It's a little dark back there, and I want a little color back there. That's better. It's not a ton, but it's better. Let's see. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Looking. What is that? That is my old desk lamp. And yes, it is turned way down, so we'll crank that up. Did that do anything? Yeah, it did. Okay. A little subtle, but there we go. Got more purple. I wonder how that'll look on the other ships. Let's see on the full screen real quick. Where's my mouse going? I like that. All right. The protection. So your second one will be the partner visa. Okay. Yeah. We were thinking about the protection visa as a secondary route. I do remember that now. Okay. Reverse, no, it's not reverse curves. Okay, so we got to click on this one and then our pen tool, and we do what? Oh, perfect. Well, never mind. It's incredibly easy. Okay, cool. Well, it just works. All right. Love it when a plan comes together. Where did you want that flame to go, Em? Where were you? What were you thinking here? You've kind of drawn two, but not really finished either of them. All right, we'll do it this way. Oh, grumbly. How can I be grumbly? I just ate. Maybe it's processing. I've been really good on my eating habits recently. Until yesterday, I felt like a little bit of the grazing tendency coming back. Just a little bit. This music's a little aggressive on my side, just a tad. How is it for y'all? Seems like it's decently low. Stream Beats is often silly music, but still, there's some good jams in here, and I appreciate the breakdown in this one. Close enough. It's gonna be, there's like 1,000 flames in this thing, and it's gonna be a bitch to get them all right. I wonder how much the tattoo artist is going to trace this specifically, or if they're going to take some of their own creative license on it. You know, kind of how anal do I need to be about it? No, I'd rather it be here. We'll make it a thin flame. Kind of like that about it. That's not a good curve, but whatever. It's fine. Definitely in a music mood. I've been listening to a lot of like sort of podcasty stuff lately. Mainly just I'm calling it a podcast to like, there is a podcast version, but I'm calling it a podcast to kind of like make myself seem better. I have gotten addicted to watching Smosh reads Reddit stories. So on the Smosh Pit channel, they read Reddit stories, and I am absolutely addicted to listening to them and having a lot of fun along with the kids as they react surprised and however else to the crazy Reddit stories that come up. It's a fun little like drama reality show, I guess, kind of. Oh, let's do it here. That might be a little bit too close to the other flame. Oh, no, there. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What are we doing? We're doing a big feather for this last one here. Yeah, we'll just do it there. And if we need to add a point later, we can do that. I think we'll just make this a straight shot there. I think that'll be fine. All right. There's our main bit of our bird. We'll put a little bit extra thickness on that. Yeah, there are flames in there that I absolutely hate. I think there's a decent balance. We definitely want to get the tip of the wing with the larger flames because that's where the bigger feathers are. But then there's some sort of bigger ones down in here, which I think helps balance things nicely. I'm happy with that so far. And then let's add this one back in. We'll thicken that up. And of course, we're going to have that nasty seam, but like I said, we'll make that all into one piece in a little bit. We're gonna have to divide the bird up quite a bit and put this together because that head piece is gonna be one set of colors. Oof. Yeah, coloring this thing's gonna be kind of fun, but not sure how we'll do that yet. Oh, derp. Oh, I want the curve to work to begin with. I don't want this to be a bad curve. It'll frustrate me too much. Some of the curves I'll let go, but some of them are kind of important, and I want them to work right from the beginning. Okay. Oh my God, Jeannie! Hey! There's always time for being anal. Yeah. I didn't have good concept of how good the whole anal thing could be, and I have been, in my short little time of experience, have been pleasantly surprised. know that I really want to get too deep into anything, Jeannie, but what have you, I'm curious to see what you've done with the news. Have you done a live about the latest news? I wonder if we'll probably address it on Saturday, but that'll be pretty long in the tooth by the time that comes out. I do want to make my joke about it. Maybe I should. I don't know. I think I'll save it for this weekend. I don't know if we'll cover it though. We haven't been doing that kind of stuff. In case we don't, I'll give it to y'all as an exclusive because we're just here hanging out. We're just friends. For a person that said that gun violence is an acceptable part of the process to ensure that we retain the right to have firearms. And I just got to say that, like, I have never seen someone more dedicated to a cause. That's my joke. Not in great taste today, but it's really tough. I mean, it just sheds more light on the fact that we have a horrible epidemic of general violence in this country, but also specifically gun violence. And you know, when someone is sort of a proponent of it as a means to an end that they prefer, I don't know, it's just an odd situation, let's just say that. I am terrified to find out who it was that did this and what will come of that, but we'll have to wait and see. Apparently, you don't even have anybody in custody yet. Oh, really don't like that. Maybe it's because of the... Oh. That's better. It's still a little chunky, but it'll be fine. You had to allow which comment? You can let me know in Discord. I should bring that up over here. And oh, you have a lot of messages to me in Discord. I'm sorry. Oh, you were giving me my countdown. Yeah, perfect. That is great, Reina. I had sent an invite, or I sent the link as well. Reina is my assistant and the producer on a couple of our shows, and it's very cute. She's been giving me a countdown in our DMs on Discord. Oh, I wanted to, I should, oh, oh, that's why. That was the one. Okay, the anal comment from Jeannie on Twitch. There's always time for being anal. That one was flagged. That makes sense, yes. Those pesky Twitch guidelines being what they are. Community guidelines. Ooh, bit of a stretch here. Alrighty, what do we want to do next? I love the little chicken legs. It looks like rubber chicken legs. They make me laugh. I think they're perfect. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's just get ready to start breaking all this into different pieces. I'm a graphic designer by trade, so digitizing sketches is something that I have done a bazillion times in my day. I have seen, yeah, so I've got some friends I just did a logo for, and they've been using ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, but they've been using one of the AI image creators for a lot of stuff that they've been doing, just little identity things that are little kind of throwaway stuff. And it's just, I mean, it's making it so obvious how irrelevant the job I've done for a long time as a graphic designer is going to be very quickly. We'll get to the point where it'll create good scalable vector artwork pretty soon. For now, I don't think it's really doing that, but it sort of doesn't matter. It can just create ideas and iterations so fast. I think we're going to see a little bit of a loss of creativity and originality for a little bit, but it'll be one of those things where there's going to be such a huge paradigm shift to it that it's just going to change really fast, because, you know, nobody's going to want to wait and spend the time and have a designer do, I mean, not nobody, because for bigger projects it's still going to be important and they're going to want to support human beings, but for a lot of the small stuff, you know, all the small jobs are going to disappear. Oh, cool. I'm getting information about one of our new friends, our new people in the chat. Also an artist, apparently. And I can't wait to find out more. Oh, so what I was going to say is we're only going to be going for another hour today. You know, this show is scheduled from 3 to 5. Pacific, but we're not going to take that whole time because I have to go. I've got a peer group to attend. What are you doing here, Em? What is this? What is it? What are you trying to show with this? Oh, I do kind of see it. Okay, it's just hard to see up close. So yeah, I gotta go do that, and yeah, then I have a fun little thing to do after that, which will be very exciting, and yeah, it's gonna be a good night. And then later tonight is karaoke. Still rocking that pretty hard. We will have to see. I was pretty embarrassed last week. I couldn't seem to find the right key or to hit a note to save my little ass, but hopefully tonight is a better. Hopefully tonight things just go better for me. We'll just say it that way. Thinking of doing a little bit of Smashing Pumpkins. What else? I might throw in some Weezer. Go OG Weezer. I am seriously hungry again. This is wild. And I really should wait until 6. Oof, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that, though. What do we think about this eye? And what are we going to do for the eye? We need an actual eye. So I'm going to actually undo that. I need to go back to I do need to make this an outline, because we do need an eyeball of some kind. I saw the little smiley face emoji from Ashley, but not much else. Do you want to talk about what what you do on your YouTube channel? Raina was telling me that you are an artist, and I'd love to know more about that. We'll have a chance to talk in a little bit, but do I like this? Kind of. I'm not finding that line. I'm not finding the line. We're on it, but I'm still not finding quite the way I wanted it to be. It's a funny thing about sketching with pencil. Like, there are things that your brain will fill in that when you're doing digitally with hard lines and all of that will just don't work the same. I did. Thank you for saying that. I did close with "You Give Love a Bad Name" by Bon Jovi, and was able to save the night slightly. Was able to hit some of the notes, be on key a little bit. I am not a singer by any stretch of the imagination, but I do love to sing. You know, shower, car. What are we doing here? This is a weird one. What is this flame here? I'm gonna have to evaluate at some point on this really closely. It's hard because these are flames that are supposed to represent and be in the shape of feathers, but then I'd also like to include the motion, the movement of the bird, and have the flames kind of being blown around a little bit to match the way it would. Jesus, why are you snapping so hard? There we go. And I feel like balancing those three things is going to be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, this is just sort of gesture more than actual specific finished pieces. And we'll just let's go across here so we don't have too many weirdly overlapping lines, even though we're going to kind of have a lot. Oh, and we do need to close that one too. We need to close both of those. We can just do them together. What if we went to, where are you? It's, no, where is it? Oh, it's right there, donkey. Cool. So if we take this dot and this dot, perfect. We'll do that, and we'll join those two, and life will be brilliant. There we go. Cool. Yes, we're gonna do a little sweater song later. We'll do today. I wish I was clever enough to come up with themes and follow like a whole theme for the night. One of my favorite songs in the world to sing is "Superman's Dead" by Our Lady Peace. And then there's Kryptonite by Three Doors Down, and some other good ones. And I've always kind of had an inclination to do a Superman playlist, honestly, but that'd be fun to do as a karaoke theme. Ooh, I already absolutely hate this. I don't want the... I guess I do kind of want the trailing feather to be the longer one, but I kind of want... I wanted this top one, the curling one, to be the longer of the two. but it doesn't work to end it on the outline of the wing. And there are some problems there. I don't know if that second little in-between flame is really doing the work, or if it just needs to go. All right, let's see if we can. What do we have going on there? I don't think we need it. I think we can just do the one big one and get it done. Oh. Those curves are really long, making it difficult. See, as I move that back, it gets thicker, but it also gets shorter. Let's give that a little more space there. Let's bring it all in. We're already a little past where we intended to be originally anyways. No, sir, I don't like it. But it's fine. And what are we gonna do? Let's actually cross this one out as well. Oh, it was just with the pen. Yeah, we'll do out here. It's going to create some weird shapes, but I think it's going to be easier to deal with than going the other way. I know this is starting to look really bizarre and doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but maybe we'll go ahead and divide it now and see if we can make it make sense. I'm going to need... Where does this go? Hold on. That's the whole thing, and you go there, but we're going to need you to overlap so we don't get weirdness there. There we go. Okay, let's start dividing this and see if we can put this together and make it make sense. Okay, I'm gonna pull out. I've got. Oh, that's the eye. That's a separate flame. That's a separate flame. Do I have any other separate ones? No, just those two. We can move that to the top, and we will fill all of these with something. Okay, let's make the stroke consistent. Just do a little bit. And hit our divide. Oh, is it gonna break? We have not saved yet. We should save. Do I have a folder for this yet? I'm not sure that I do. I know we're going to be doing several tattoos soon, so let's do a tattoo folder. Everybody remember to hydrate. I need to hydrate here. Katie Phoenix. Nope. Tattoo. I do not have any tattoos as of yet. As of yet. Oh, there it goes. Now the divide worked. Okay, cool, cool. Now we just got to put all the pieces back together that we've now divided and deal with all that craziness. Let's expand our things a little bit so that they cover nicely. Okay, there's our beak. We don't need a beak here, so we'll get rid of... We find to overlap things, right? Well, let's leave it. Let's not get too excited about deleting things yet. And we'll combine those. So there's our wing. We will need to combine 3 pieces here to get our head together. Get our head on straight. What is going on with my hand? Really hurts. All right, we've got some things coming out of order a little bit. The eye, it's gone. We'll find it later. Go in a little bit with this. Go out a little bit with that. Out a little bit there. Just making sure things overlap well so that they combine nicely. Because if they don't overlap enough, sometimes you get weird things happening. So we're just doing that. What are you doing here? That was a weird one. Okay. Let's do this for our feathers. Head feathers. Christina's got 6 tattoos. We'll combine those. And see, this is where it's going to be sort of a brain squeeze problem, because it's like, this part that I'm selected on is part of the wing. Do I want to combine it into the wing and have it be a piece behind? I think that's going to make the most sense. I'm still not sure. And I'm definitely not sure about doing this here. Where is this? We can get rid of these. Ooh, what is that? Why is that lighting up the whole wing? Oh, there it goes. Just being weird. Looking pretty good. We've got things, it's just like, yeah, we've got this one piece by itself, and I think we should combine and just make the whole wing without all of these little traces of the other bits. It'll just sit behind everything. That should be fine. Cool. You will merge here. Yeah, there's something about the way I'm using my keys on this keyboard this way, really affecting my wrist. Oh, okay. You're already doing weird things. Let's just, yeah, do that. You're here. Why don't we do that? I don't love it, but I think it's the right thing to do for now. And we'll split the wing off from the body in a little bit. All right, now we just need to find our eyeball. Where is that? Ended up with a lot of junk. Oh, there's still more to do. Hold on. That one and that one should be it now, right? Should be all of our pieces. Then there's just like some little gremlin-y things that we need to take care of and get rid of. All right, we got all these, which are just leftover garbage points. So we'll get rid of all of those. And shouldn't see it affect anything. There. Where are you? Oh, you're my point. I still need to deal with you. There we go. Thank you for showing yourself, and now you're combined. All right. Now we can find our eyeball, which is no longer here. I think we just deleted it. How is that possible? Damn it. We were so close. Oh, there it is. There it is. We found it. Look at that. Haha. I didn't think we deleted it. Spam risk. Oh, I should plug my phone in. Get a little extra juice before I gotta go for a long night out. So yeah, we'll wrap up in about 40 minutes. So we're gonna get this as far as we can today. Oh no. No, it's not a need to pop. It's just unhappy to be in this position for this long. Reminds me of when I was in college. I was working at the school newspaper. I was the art director, so I did a lot of like looking over people's shoulders, and like they were sitting and they had their keyboard on their desk, and I'd like reach over and do like, you know, stuff with the mouse, and doing a lot of mousing like this and helping people out was really starting to have a negative effect on my wrist. So I had to get a wrist guard kind of thing to keep it straighter and all that, and I had to wear that for a good little while. And that is what's happening again. I'm sort of triggering a little bit of a carpal tunnel here. Just by using the control and, yeah, but just basically by using the control and the other keys on the keyboard. I don't think that's going to work as a flame shape. That might be workable. We'll leave that for now. Okay, where is our body? It's part of that wing. Yeah, so we can just do this. And we can just, we'll kill the fill for a second. Oh, now what we're supposed to be doing here. All right, cool. Hopefully we can cut, we can divide those and they'll all work out the way we want to. So we need to divide this, which is that piece, and this new piece, this new shape of this piece. We divide those. We'll get some weirdness, and we'll take this curve and we'll make it not wanting to behave. That one, and that one. And then we've got this wing. Cool, cool, cool. I'm like running out of things to say. Now it's just like getting down and going back to our previous word of the day, being anal and tracing out all these flames and figuring out what good design is for each of these. And I would like to have a little bit of a flourish at the end of that, little bit of a flare that way. Ooh, that's terrible. Holy crap. Wow, that's bad. Wow, wow. Yeah, let's not try to put too many curves on this. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, it was fine. It was fine curving this way. It was fine. There we go. Yeah, trying to be too wavy in it is too much. A little too much there. So my first tattoo, the one that I really want to get, is some a little cherry blossom stem. No black ink, just brown and green. Hey, Brooke, how are you doing? You wish AI could do this? So you're telling me I still have a job? Brooke, I'm sorry, I'm not talking to someone imaginary. I'm talking to Brooke over on the Twitch chat. Having the double chat's a little confusing sometime, I know, but... Wait, where are you? The hell? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Oh, we ended up with more weird bits. Okay, I didn't even see those. This looks like it might be an actual thing, but let's look at this and see what we got here. That's none of the things I thought it would be. Okay, that's gone. That's cool. But what the hell are you? You're not part of that one. You're not part of that one, but what is that? That's the face. You might be that. That might be it. Damn. Okay. What are you? Nope. No. 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 Hale, where are you? Ah! Found you. Cool. You thought you could hide? You cannot. I got too many skills. That's the wrong one. We need to be on this one. There we go. I want to get this little frowny forehead a little better. I think that's good. Cool. All right. Well, we have most of our pieces. We need to do a little bit of flame in here. Let's do these other couple little extra flamey bits up here. The little flyaways. Are you coming off of this flame or are you coming off the one below? We're going to make it off of this one, I think. But yeah, a cherry blossom tattoo. I don't typically tend to like the black ink as it sort of turns blue over time. So I just want something that's light and colorful and sweet, just mainly like the browns and the pinks. Maybe a little bit of watercolory look to it. So that's the tattoo that I want. And then I just need to decide if I want to do it here on my collarbone, right above my hip, right around my hip bone. Yeah, I don't know how to describe that. Sort of I'm sitting, so it's sort of like in the crease of my leg there, maybe just above that. And then the other is like on my ankle. But I think this would be the spot to do it. We'll see. That's something that would show a lot, and I don't know if I want to be that showy with my... Definitely not with my first, probably. What's going on, Brooke? How have you been today? It's a gorgeous day here in Southern California. Are we out of music already? What the hell? I don't remember running out last time. Ah. Wish Jess was in chat. I want to go to the Tiki Bar in Melbourne again, and I want to go with friends this time. Had a fun, just a quick little stop in, had a drink there, but didn't get to go with anyone, and it's just always better when you get to go with friends. I do love my tiki bars. Y'all absolutely know that. Oh, sorry, music. Swiss cheese. No, you don't need. It's just asking me my freaking apple. You donkey. Son of a. Ah. Oh, that was stupid. What are we at? That's 4.9. These are only at 1. That's just better to write. Sorry, checking the phone. Some updates. That's meme stuff. All right. Let's hide the fill on these 3 again. And we will, here, I'm gonna move the keyboard out this way. I think if I have it out here, it'll be better. And let's make some chicken legs. Chicken legs don't sound great. We're gonna go with turkey legs. That sounds a little better. I really should be looking this up right now. I don't. We just did a quick little sketch for position and approximate size, but we did not actually do our research on this one to find out what the talons should look like. We'll just put something in for now and come back to it later. But I suppose it's kind of obvious we're going to go a second episode of this part of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to... I don't know. The next bit will be a lot of minutia, a lot of really fine detail and adjustments. It might not be the best for something to do on stream. I'm finding some hidden bits here. Why did that exist? I'm losing what's happening here. I'm losing the plot a little bit. And you and you? No, we can't do that. Not you. So we want you and you to merge. Yes. And we want you to grow a little bit so that the merge is clean. Sweet. And then we're going to move that a little bit. There we go. Probably actually just delete it. I think that worked. We might need to fill our curve back in a little bit. There we go. Good, good, good. Okay. And then you can go back without fill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to decide later what I want to do with these legs. And the leg has to be on top of the wing. I don't remember how it looked specifically, but I remember our first attempt at legs was really, really bad. So glad I got a good second set of legs on this thing. Oh no. No, I can't get sleepy now. Got a long day still. See, this is good. The one on the right here, the one in the background, is more foot-shaped. I do really appreciate that there's a little bit to it that actually looks like a foot here in the middle. Whereas we didn't end up with that kind of mass over here. So we're going to need to bend it a little bit more. So we've got kind of an ankle and kind of a actually meatier foot bit. That isn't, so it isn't just all toes. I don't know why this just popped into my mind, but there was a Reddit, so they were doing like spooky Reddit stories yesterday. Was the theme that they do? They always do themes. And this person was saying how their apartment had a bedroom at the left, a closet, and then on the right, 2 other bedrooms. And one of the roommates had exclaimed that they wished that was a bathroom and not a closet. The original poster had put lots of stuff in the closet, like memories, things like important stuff from their past, little keepsakes and things like that. They came home one day and they'd been gone like 2 days. They come back and the closet is gone and it's a bathroom. And they're like, what the hell? And they talk to their roommates and they're like, no, it was always a bathroom. And so it was just this weird sort of spooky moment of like, is there some like dimensionality thing happening? And the outcome of it was that the poster had developed a brain tumor and it was messing with their memory. And it's just like, holy crap. It took such a turn. It was wild. It was very, very wild. And for some reason that important factoid just popped it back into my brain. So we're doing pretty good. We need to make this foot look a little bit bigger. We don't really kind of have that yet because they're pretty much like the same size. But this one is a little bit in front of the other one, so it's going to need to be bigger. God, this is really hurting me. Oh, you're appreciating the lack of music? Uh-oh. Do you not like my music, Brooke? I can turn it down. I think our tail's a little bit much, but it's fun. It'll be fine. Just need to figure out how to do some like inner flames on that. So it's interesting. I feel like I've reached a stopping point and we have a lot of show left, so. Actually, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should fill it with white and just see what it looks like that way. I should have told Katie that I was going on stream and she could come and critique and make comments on if this is still looking good for her. And then the outer bits are going to have a little thicker outline, which is you. Oh, no. Yeah, it is you, actually. But it's probably not going to work because this includes inner bits as well. Yeah, we're going to have to do a separate... I want to do a separate outline. I'm curious how the tattoo artist will handle like thick and thins of this and how they'll modify it, make it their own. I wonder how tough it is for a tattoo artist when someone comes in. I'll have to ask my friend who's a tattoo artist. When someone comes in with a design, I can imagine that would feel like them taking the best part of the job from you. And I don't know, like having to try and work with someone else's artwork that may or may not work nicely with a tattoo, as a tattoo, I mean. I think that's kind of an interesting position to be found in. Yeah, like I said, the rest of this is going to be just getting really particular with where all of these are, what direction all these curves are going. Whether our flames look healthy or a little weird. A little thin and anemic in certain places. Let's do that. Now I'm wishing I had time to squeeze in a nap. I'll be going all night. I'm sure I'll catch a second wind, but whew, doesn't feel likely at this point. We try not to over curve these, right? But let's see if we can get a little bit of something here with a bit of a double curve. And then this can just have the single curve side. Yeah. That looks great. That looks great. Let's move this flame out a little bit. I think it's a little big. So yeah, I'm not gonna do too much of this on stream. I think this might be the last one we do on stream for this Phoenix, because yeah, I think this is, I'm finding myself bored. Just I don't know what to say too much about this, because it's just tweaking little things here and there, being very specific. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah, that works. Cool. Still maintains everything we needed and is a little bit more manageable. Maybe we'll shrink it up a little bit too. I don't want it to go towards the body. I'm going to have this one going away. All right, it's getting a little confusing. Let's hide our background. Oh, we need to put a background on. There we go. And voila. Loving the purple tonight. Loving the pinky purples. A little darker. More contrast there. All right. Our little turkey-legged friend is looking pretty good. This leg is going to be a challenge because it's we're going to need 2 copies. Oh, you didn't copy? You a donkey. Because we need some stuff to overlap, but then we can't have it filled with white because it's actually behind. But it's in front of the wing, so we still need that. Oh, wait, what? Oh, the wing's too far forward. There we go. And then, of course, on the top one, get rid of that little guy. Pope. I am absolutely wrong. That's how it needs to look. Okay, there we go. There isn't a part that needs to overlap the body. It has to be on the outside on the other side, so that is the way it needs to look. Perfect. Fixed it. We got it. We're all good. Most artists put their own spin on different designs. I know that my artist has always done what I've come up with designs and then would put his twists on it. Okay, cool. So it's not like a complete, like, horrible insult to provide a design to a tattoo artist. As a fellow artist, I don't know, it's just something that I'm really concerned about. All right, quick look. I see 2 flames I kind of hate. 3. The tail looks really good. The line on the left is a little bit off, but it was off in the sketch, so otherwise we're looking pretty good. I do like the variants and the flames around here. I think we're doing a pretty good job. These all look pretty good. On this wing, this one looks good. On this wing, these 2 are giving me a little bit of trouble. A little bit of trouble. I think it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and we need to simplify this one. Look at how messy it is in here. Ooh, talk about messy. Look at all these points. Jeesh. Send this over to Katie and be like, "What do you think of this as we get further along?" Because the sketch, like I said, the sketch leaves too much space for your brain to kind of imagine things that aren't quite there, because it suggests it without it being perfectly in there. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not in love here, but God damn it. Oh, I have been working on the right thing. It just wasn't for that bit. Okay. I thought I was working on the wrong layer the whole time, but we've been good. We've been good. I'm gonna start deleting some of these things, and I'm gonna get the wing ready for combining finally. Oh, where's our beak? Where did our beak go? Our beak is here. Perfect. Do we have... Oh, we do have overlap, so we could combine these now. Perfect. Okay, that's that. That's good. Okay. And then we can remove some of these other points and simplify and just have it run behind the body. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Looks great, doesn't it? You come forward. The leg's in front of the wing, but behind the body. This is its own flame design thing. That's perfect. Okay. Got it working. It's very wrong. So I'm not going to spend time on that. That part's very wrong, because you see over here, it's big long flames that come out and kind of match these in a little bit. These ones are okay here, like these 3, but then here, like they don't follow the feather pattern of the wings, the way it's spread. So we're gonna have to do that. And it does start over here, so we are gonna need a long feather and to have it originate from over here. So we're gonna have to move this way. Nope. No, stop it. Oh, you are doing it right. Sorry. My bad. Yelling at you, but you're doing your job. Okay. All right, there we go. And we are going to need a point to come out here. And it will need to cross over with the other wing. We will need to do another divide. I don't know how I want to show that right now. Wow, my brain is breaking on this one. It's like the negative space it's backwards, so I'm like confused here. We'll make this the second feather. It's gonna need to go all the way out, so it will need to be out here. It'll need to be divided that way. We'll have it come up here. I think that'll work to not interfere with our head too much. I'm gonna make a copy of this wing and divide that because I don't want to lose our original wing. So we're gonna do that. We'll divide this and this. Get rid of our duplicate wing. Get rid of that piece there. Show our original wing. Now we're on our way. Oh, what am I doing? No. Nope, that's not right. Okay. I had that come way too far up. It'd be like about here. It's way down in there. Can we just get away with hiding this entirely? Would that be okay? I don't think so. I do think we have to have some flame up by the head. Because this does need to remain the under wing. Do we need to show a little bit of the thickness of the wing there? A little bit of shouldering? Probably. So many things to still figure out. How am I for time? Oh, about 7 minutes left. Very, very inopportune time to really need to pee, unfortunately. But we gotta do it. Gotta do it. I'm gonna have to go. So y'all, excuse me for a second. I am gonna leave the music on. I think I'll just turn my camera off. Fuck it. I'll just leave it. I can't find it anyways. Just enjoy my artwork. Thank you for bearing with me. done a ton of specific tattoo designs in my life. Done a few. There was one I did of a sun that I'm not sure was ever tattooed, and then like I saw somebody with a tattoo that looked very much like it, and then I've seen several other pieces of artwork that looked very, very much like it, and I'm like, oh, okay. It wasn't the most original design then. I think the coolest story of something like that where I've come across my art, well, I've had a couple, but I've come across my artwork, you know, years later. I did the logo for a local nursery, like a plant nursery where they, yeah. And I was driving on the freeway probably, geesh, 15 years later, and I saw it on a truck going by, and I'm like, hey. A small little nursery in the Santa Barbara area, and I was just like, wow, that, you know, they must have expanded a little bit, and, you know, enough to have a truck now, and here it is driving down the 101. I'm like, Another one, I did a pen design for Disney Theatrical, which was for The Lion King, and they sold it at the Lion King play, at the Broadway plays, and you know, the California off-Broadway versions. Wait, so a Broadway play is on, you know, in the big theaters in New York. When they do it like the Pantages, is that still considered a Broadway play, or is that off Broadway? Because off Broadway has a different connotation. But anyways, I saw it at the Pantages, and yeah, they were selling it there at their little booth. So many years later, I was working at another job, and I went to a colleague's desk, and she had my pen on her desk, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I designed that. The transgender show intro. Oh no, it's not. This is the one that I used for the transverse. In our videos. It's mostly working. It's mostly working. I think I'm doing okay. But let's see, where are we at for time? Got 2 minutes left. I think I'm gonna, ooh, it's very small, sorry. But yeah, so we've got, we went from our, I'm gonna move this to the front. We went from our sketch today to having a pretty good digital representation of it. We're able to clean up some of the stuff, fix up some of the flames. It's gonna just be a lot of very particular finite movements, making things look a little better proportions, a little better on the curves. I might not want to spend too much time on it. I gotta send it to Katie and see if she's got any comments first, and then it might be smart to see if I can get in touch with the tattoo artist and find out what they want to do. I don't know how quickly she wants to move on this, but the way Katie works, she gets the stuff done, so it'll probably be pretty quick. Thank you, Raina. I'm digging the way that the face looks too, a little pretty fierce. The sketch looked more so. It's a little bit more streamlined. Yeah, the face is getting a little fat. I'm gonna take care of that real quick, because yeah, that's significant. And I really do like how it looks more streamlined, a little bit faster on the original sketch. Yeah, it'll take a little bit more work, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I don't want to bore you with too many of the finite details of this, but yeah, we got that done. So I think that's going to be episode 4 of Creative Block. Charlotte, thank you so much for the super chat. The depth of the back wing looks a little better in the original sketch. Oh, we've got to divide that at some point. That's not correct. Yeah, we'll keep working on it. We'll keep working on it. I'll probably show y'all before. Like I said, I don't want to spend all the time doing the minute detail of moving little points here and there with y'all, because I'm going to tend to just focus on that and not be talking, and I love to interact with y'all. I think it's really important to continue conversating and keep the chat going. So I think I'm going to do this offline, and then I will just show you next episode where we're at with it, and we'll figure out what to draw next time. We have done a phoenix, a wolf, a unicorn. I'm excited to go back to the pen. I'm really enjoying that. We'll have to do something that would look good in green. I haven't done a green pen sketch. That'd be kind of fun. I love that I did the unicorn in pink. That was wild. And this is very, very bright. And the purple and blue wolf. So, let's go back to 1. There you go. So we need something greens and yellows, oranges. Close up the sketchbook. Shake the camera a lot and call that good. The witty banter is a big part of the show. Yes, it is. Has there been any witty banter? I don't know how witty I am feeling today. But yeah, we try and have some fun at least. Y'all, I love you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I have had fun. I hope you have. And like I said, we'll get back to the regularly scheduled sketches next time. Let's do some trees. Okay, something that's got some trees in it. I do like a good landscape and doing the bushes. In pencil, I haven't done one in pen, so it'll be interesting to try and translate that. Do I have 2 greens? I do. I have a grassy green, like I had a sheet that I had written on it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, sort of like, yeah, sort of that colorish, like darker forest green. And then there is the, this one, sort of limey. So we can do some fun things. We can try and get 3 colors worth of depth and texture out of the 2 colors. That'll be a fun challenge. What was something, we should do a frog. We should do an orange, oh, we should do an orange frog. Orange frog on some greenery. That'd be really cool. I like that idea. If you want something else, let me know. But anyways, okay. Today is Wednesday. This is our last show of the weekdays. Our next show is at noon on Saturday, noon Pacific, which is, yes, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. That is Being Trans. That's where we talk, we just talk being trans. It's sort of our light-hearted, more comedy show. We do lots of fun things, and we've taken to recently going back to the original format from even before it was on the Transverse, which is to answer questions about the trans experience. We source some questions online. Y'all can ask your questions definitely through the Discord. You can do that, and yeah, so that's what we'll do on Saturday. After that show, there's an hour hiatus, and then Amanda comes back with Mediocre Poker. And, that's more witty banter while she is playing poker, and Raina and I are usually there on that. I think we're both. Oh, I think Raina and I are both going to be out on that. We need to tell Amanda that, because at 3 o'clock we have an event to go to that I don't know that you and I have talked very much about, Raina. So we need to plan for that. I'm going to quit yapping and let y'all go. Thank you so much for coming and joining me, and I will see you on Saturday at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Bye, everybody.